Alright everyone, this is the new, the latest update for May of 12th, 2025. It does say, state here that there is a new battle item, which is the emergency healing or emergency help, which basically takes HP from your partner or from your secondary tank that's on the field. I'm assuming if the tank is not, like there's no tank available in Pro Battle, then it's not going to work. The reason why I say I assume so, it's because I've been playing Score Battle the entire day. I think I got every single map except for one of the new explosion maps, and I didn't see it. So it must be a rare item on one of the new maps. I played the forest map, but it did not show. So I won't be able to demonstrate it unless I somehow magically find it before I post this, I guess. Anyways, but it does sound pretty unique. It's good for my tank Phoenix. Usually people don't attack it all that much, so if I can drain HP from the Phoenix to give it the attack boost, I would. I think it's a pretty good thing. Vice versa, right? If my knight is like at like 1% HP, I can take some HP, but I won't know how much to be exact. So again, these are all just speculation until I actually see it or test it out or whatnot, or actually see someone else use it. Then I can kind of confidently give you guys a concrete answer, but right now I just can't. In terms of the new game mode, it is the PvE, meaning player versus environment in the battle training. So I'm just going to quickly explain that to you. Here, hold on 1 second. Alright guys, well, the extra hard, muy hard is in the battle training, as I've said before. Essentially, it's just like any other, like it's hard AI, except you are given 16 turns, and that is my dog at the background, but I'm gonna ignore him for a sec. Yeah, so yeah, there's a shot, basically a shot timer, or like a turn timer, that you have to kill or eliminate all of their tanks, whether by damage or by bungee or perfect game, within 16 turns. Their turns also count as well, I believe, right? Yeah, it does. So basically, you are you're racing against the clock, and the AI itself is relatively the same as hard AI, except the only difference is you have to clear the stage in 16 turns. I mean, I can do it. It's very boring, but I wouldn't show you. So basically, as you can see here, over on the very far left, it'll basically tell you all tanks must be destroyed and you have this many turns left, and if you can't destroy it, then you lose. So then you waste a ticket. So that's essentially what the extra muy hard is. So let's quickly get back to the other footnote. This is the one thing I really do like about the new update, which is slime is excluded from totem shot judgment. That is fucking amazing, because ice storms on that map, they get SS so fast, and the damage is so good. Like if you're going up against a double bear on that map, chances are you're gonna lose, and if you end up winning, you can laugh at their face, to be honest. But it makes it a little bit better now that the totems don't count as the slimes don't count as a totem, so that they don't get their SS quicker. I like that. I mean, I would really hope they remove all the slime maps all together, but they're not gonna do it. Okay, so when it comes to this update, I'm really liking it because of the two tanks are being buffed, which is Wolf and Malite. So let's just quickly go into it. Wolf used to have a capacity of level 4 for all of its weapons. However, they are going to increase it. Now, if you might ask, how much damage is increased every level? And I'm just going to tell you, every level, starting at level 1, you have 0 added damage, alright? Every level after that is plus 10%. So if you really think about it, you have plus 40%, just like Phoenix, except Phoenix is accounted based on its HP, and Wolf is based on its turns. So Wolf is gonna be very, very scary right now. It's great because I don't see a lot of wolf players. There is one wolf player from the Philippines, but he doesn't play all that much anymore. Anyways, and when it comes to the SS weapon, instead of like when it says it's gonna skip one turn faster, it just means once you get SS. Anyways, once you get SS, it's not going to be level 1. It's gonna start off as level 2. However, with the SS weapon, every level that it gains, it does not add additional damage. It only forces all of its blade or whatever it is closer together. So I'm gonna demonstrate that real quick for you guys. All right, here it is. I am going to demonstrate what the wolf weapon does. Now, again, I'm not going to demonstrate the damage because I know exactly how much damage it's going to be. It's 40% at level 5. Now, I just want you to take a note. Notice here is level 1, okay? So the moment I get SS, it's gonna skip a level. It doesn't mean anything. It's still like your damage is relatively the same. It is the same. But what I like about it is because previously at level 1, the knives are really scattered unless you shoot it at a really pinpoint upward angle, and I'll show you what I mean. So if you shoot like this, like low angle, right, like a big arc, the blades are actually gonna spread all like a lot. But if you shoot like this, where it's like a pinpoint, then it all merges right at the top, right, and then it comes down all together. However, now with the new level that it's going to skip, it's going to start off at level 2. So you're going to notice the last time I shot, it was still at level 1. But once I get SS on my turn, it's going to be level 2. And I'm just going to demonstrate, how much closer they are. See, it starts off as level 2. I'm just going to shoot low angle, right? I'm purposely not going to aim for the enemy here. So as you can see, it's still pretty bad, but it's not that bad because chances are you're going to be like high angling it, unless you need to shotgun. Then I would go for a straight line rather than a wide arc, anyways. All right, so this is what it looks like at level 3, right? As you can see, it comes closer each level, but it does not increase damage. And if you're wondering like, oh, but weapon 1 and weapon 2, Wolf SS already does good damage. It doesn't need any more. And if you're complaining about it, honestly, go play like Ice Storm or something then. So this is level 4. So this is basically all together already. So I can only imagine what level 5 looks like. I'm gonna actually shoot the tank now. Please don't die. Please don't die. Yes, okay, good. I'm not gonna high angle it. I'm gonna lob it over. Because I know previously it would. Actually, no, the wind direction is actually pretty good right now. But let's just try it. It's most likely going to all be in one spot. There you go. Right. So as you can see, Wolf's damage on its own, you can easily do 500, maybe even 600, depending on if you have clouds. But yeah, so let's just quickly take a look. Okay, I might miss, so don't laugh, guys. Let's see. Yeah, so it's pretty good. It all merges into one spot, but the damage stays the same. Now with the do you guys really want me to demonstrate like what the damage does? Because I mean, I can do it. It's just all right. Let's quickly try and do it. All right, I'm just gonna quickly do some demonstration in terms of the damage. I'm gonna hit myself to the best of my ability, but I'm gonna make sure I hit as close as I can to the head. Stop barking. Okay, so I know the blade does more damage, or the sword, so I'm just gonna quickly okay, so level 1 with no added damage, it's basically 180, right? Maybe a little less than that. Okay, at level 2, again, I'm gonna aim as close as I can to the head. So that in itself, that's like, yeah, about 10%, right? All right, at level 3. All right, see, so basically, essentially every level you can bank on the fact that it increases by 20 damage. Mind you, I don't. Do I have? Does this have defense? Oh, it does have defense, so I don't want to do it. Okay. Wait, does the unit have defense? Okay, it does not. Okay, so we'll shoot the unit. Let's see here. 260? Actually no, what was it before? Anyways, the next one should be 260. Again, mind you, it's about 20 each level, which is a pretty big jump. Not bad, right? So it is what it is. I didn't hit right on the head, I hit more like in the face, so it is going to be reduced a little bit, but there you go, you get the idea at level 5. So let's quickly take a look at the rest of the stuff. Now, in terms of melee, I mean, there's nothing special about it other than the weapon S increasing level 5% damage. I don't play melee all that much, so any bonus damage it can get is a win because no one plays melee. And so yeah. But the most interesting part are these avatars. I know one's called Madness, and then this bird one is the goddess. I don't know what that wooden one looks like. This one looks, so the blue one, or the metal looking one, is the shield, and then the bottom one is called the rage. And that's about it. So they did fix a few bugs related to Portal. Okay, maybe the rage. Okay, so it's a standard gem slot, but with all the crystal, it doesn't really matter. But ultimately, Earth Fury is when more than 20% of the total terrain is destroyed, attack power is increased by 12 for 3 turns. Okay, so the moment you activate it, you're going to get 3 turns of it regardless, back to back to back, okay? Now, what I'm guessing is 20% of the total terrain destroyed. So certain maps have obviously a number amount of terrain, and you have to destroy 20% of the map. So essentially, it's going to be like good for, I don't know, like ice storm, right? A Bigfoot, those kind of guys. Basically the ones that can really fuck shit up. And then this hero one. So this might actually be a good drop, to be honest. Like, it does, like, because at the end of the day, the total terrain destroyed. So the moment you drop, you should at least have 20%. I actually like this. This might be a good one. For your third in score. And it blah blah blah. If 2 or more tanks are destroyed, you increase. So actually, this one is actually pretty good. I like it. I really like it. So this one, I know for sure is gonna be a drop. So if you're playing score, this is a good avatar to have. Now let's look at the shield. Again, okay, when someone makes a best damage. So when someone, it doesn't specify your opponent. It doesn't specify yourself. It doesn't specify whether it's your teammate. So as long as anyone on the field makes a best damage shot judgment, the defense on this avatar will be activated by 17% for 3 turns, 3 per game. All right, but mind you, it's pretty hard to get 3 best damage unless you are playing the TX mobiles. So actually, this might be a good alternative to the TX mobile stuff. But again, I just don't like the standard gem slot. But at the end of the day, it's better than, like, you know, 2 greens, because I mean, The two greens are very popular. Everyone likes to use those anyways. Okay, so that's just the A grade. So let's say the sacrifice. The skill is again the same as shield. The slot of it is standard. So what this is you get a 27% guaranteed life absorption from anyone that heals. Now let's see, if you use a healing skill, it has to be a skill, okay? So it doesn't count if it's your pet or your medic pack or your modules. Those don't count. It has to be a skill from your avatar. And you recover 27%, and you also recover an additional 3% if you are below 20%. So that's not bad. At the same time, I mean, you only get okay, so this one you get HP, increases HP by 25 for 2 turns, 3. So technically you can get up to 150 HP back, but mind you, best shot damages don't come by all that often, so I wouldn't really use the sacrifice. It wouldn't be a good avatar in the front, second, or back, no matter how you slice it. That's just my point, my view. Let's see, this is so this one increases defense, so that's good. That's actually a good thing. The HP one is for 25, like you get a guarantee 50 overall once there is one best damage, but mind you, it's split into 2 turns, so it's actually not that great. If it was 50 for 1 turn, that's better, but the Madness avatar, I'm going to... Coco, can you please stop? The Madness avatar is probably the best. Okay, so if anyone makes the best damage shot, the attack will increase. So this is the one, Warcry Madness. This is the one that might go up against TX mobiles, but the damage version rather than the shield, it's more the defense version. You get a little bit less, but 13% is actually not too bad. You get 3 times, so it's actually pretty good. 1 best damage, you basically get 2 turns with the 13%. So if you are stacking a heavy hitter like Hycon, or like, I don't know, if you're pairing it up with your partner and your partner is using TX Bigfoot, you can really fuck shit up, because 13% on top of a TX Bigfoot shot is a lot of damage. You can basically one-shot someone with the help of TX. And what is this? When... Oh, wow. Holy crap. Okay. Oh, explosion range. Wait, what? Why would you mix it up? So, in this game, I find that hybrid avatars, meaning it tries to do 2 things at the same time for the same thing, is usually never a good thing. That's how I see it. I wouldn't really use it because of this, because this skill right here is mainly for Bungie, and honestly, like, what am I gonna do? Like, which Bungie tank needs damage, right? So, yeah, and it's gonna be equipped on... No, this... Okay, the Madness don't work. I don't think it's gonna be good. Alright, so, when you destroy 20% of the terrain, you heal for 35 for 3 turns, but it only activates once. So, basically, you get 105 HP, which isn't all that much, to be honest, considering it's a standard gem slot, jewel slot, and you get a total restore of 8 if you are under 25. I mean, there are better avatars out there. I wouldn't want to use it. So there are 3 avatars that are relatively useless, which happens to be the non-S versions. I really want to try this one now, but I don't want to fucking reload again, so I'll just wait until the next time I do it. I have 1 already. These new avatars, I'm gonna try to work at it one at a time, but honestly, like, let's just see. So let me double check, because I gotta get used to these avatars. What am I? Okay, I gotta destroy the terrain, 20% of it. Okay, so again, this is gonna be a drop, as we've already discussed. For that, I mean, I guess it's gonna accumulate because when your opponent hits the ground, it's also gonna count, right? So let's see when it happens. I don't even know how much terrain is on this map, to be honest. So I'm just gonna try to like, even though crystal doesn't really destroy much. Let's just. Right, I want to see what does my shield do. Total terrain destruction. So I'll heal for 35, and plus if someone does the best damage, okay, I can't achieve that. Okay, so both of them are terrain activated, right? Okay. Did I get it? Nope. Okay. Did I get it now? Let me try to hit myself so I can heal. Okay, I did 36. I should heal for 35. Did I get it? No, I didn't. This is much harder to test. I should have just used a Bigfoot. Oh, I got it. Okay. So we gotta just. So basically, anything that says 20% destruction, it has to be a drop. There's no way you're gonna be using this in the front. It really doesn't make sense. And this hero avatar skill is a clear indicator that they want you to use this as your third in score. That's the only possible reason I can think of. In terms of shield, however, it might be your drop, so you'll be dropping with some pretty good defense, but at the same time there are avatars that's better. You get one green slot, so let's say you have 6 plus 17, that's 23. I mean, it's not that far off from a regular sad frog, so sad frog is still better. But of course you can, let's say you slot all of this, so you have 18 plus 17, or sorry, 15, because it's not S grade. I mean, you get 30 something. It's better for 3 turns, but you have to use it as a drop, right? And plus you do get a constant stream of heals once the terrain is destroyed. But mind you, this one has to be from a best damage. So best damage, I'm only trying to think what works and what doesn't. Wait, oh shit, I should go before I get kicked out of this game. Okay, what is this again? Okay, so this one is best damage, and also this one is terrain. So you know what, I'm gonna quickly kill myself here. So when I drop the third one, I'm gonna see if it actually works, because it activated on 2 of my tanks already. So it should be a clear indicator that it's gonna also activate on my drop. Okay, so I'm just gonna break some more terrain just to be safe. All right. Again, I don't care. Okay, so when I drop, I should get that skill. If I do, then my hunch is right on the rage. It's supposed to be your third. Yep, I get it. Explosion range, though. Okay, so if you want to play Bigfoot as drop, then this might be it. Right, so let's see. What is this? I mean, you can drop as damage. Oh, so this is actually a pretty good one. If you're using a Vega Bigfoot, this avatar is actually good because you get damage. I mean, honestly, you might not. I'm going to assume if the judgment happens before it comes out, it's still gonna happen. I have to test out. But even if it doesn't, right? Like, just getting this extra 20 or 12% for 3 turns is actually not a bad thing. And you can like slot all explosions, so that you have like 22% explosion, which is relatively insane. So yeah, it in my opinion, maybe this one is good for like a Bigfoot third anchor. So like players like Maramo or Cole, who uses like the Vega Bigfoot, it would be good for that. So that's basically it. But like I said before, all the other avatars are pretty much useless, pretty much garbage. I'm gonna be honest, they look really freaking cool, but looks can only take you so far. So I'm just gonna recap here. The Totem Mask Rage is good for your score third drop. Okay, that's just how it's going to be. I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to destroy 20% terrain once the third tank comes out anyways, so you don't have to worry. And then you can slot literally all attack and get like 1 + 5 GP if you're super greedy about it. But yeah, that's about it. This one, I don't know what it's good for because of the jewel slots, but mind you, you gotta get the best damage in order for you to get the 17%. And so if the other player is not playing TX, chances are they're only going to make a best damage, you or them, is when you have SS. And when SS is around, 17% is not going to save you. That's how I see it. And plus, this 20% destroy, terrain destroy, you heal. So what am I, I'm just trying to think. Is it for my Bigfoot? Against, maybe this is good for Bigfoot in the front, playing against TX mobiles, but that's the only thing that's good for against TX mobiles. These skills look like it's literally to counter TX mobiles. That's it. The sacrifice, again, I think it's complete garbage. Yeah, no, this is a straight up garbage. For best damage to only recover 50 HP, and it's not even from 1 turn, it's from 2. Yeah, that in itself is basically useless. And I say this mainly because I know the avatar selections out there. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I'm comparing it to all the other avatars that is before this one. If it's relatively close, or if not like on par, I would say it, but this is nowhere near it. The Warcry one, again, I'm very confused as to why it's damage and also explosion. So let's see. Maybe this one is good for, like I said, like your Vega Bigfoot drop. But honestly, there's many better ones out there. So if you are using a Bigfoot drop as your third in score, there's 2 things. All right, you have the flexibility for doing damage, and you have the flexibility of digging and destroying someone potentially in 1 turn. So it's not a bad thing that Bigfoot ends up being as your third. But I know a lot of people don't use it, so there are only a handful of people that I personally know that uses Vega Bigfoot as their third in score. So that's the only one I can think of. Any other tank, I really can't think of any tank that would benefit from this avatar. So if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. And then the Goddess one, again, it's complete trash. It looks alright. It's not the best looking one, but yeah, I wouldn't waste too much effort trying to get them. But if I have extra gems, I will roll it here and there and try to get the last one. If I don't get it, I'm not gonna cry because the shield one is not that great anyways. Anything else I missed? Again, that is the version 1.0.839. So if you guys are watching this, just make sure it's the same version. Otherwise, you won't really know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's it for the update thing. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video I post, or when I'm live on stream, which happens to be tomorrow. Anyways, talk to you later. Toodaloo.